Welcome to the Fascinating Narratives channel. Get ready for a spectacular and mysterious story that will captivate your imagination and leave you eager to discover the outcome of this intriguing plot. Before we dive into this adventure, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like the video and leave your comments about the story at the end. Now, let's get started. It was a dark and rainy night when Daniel got the urgent call from the office. His wife, Alice, was about to give birth to their first child, but he was stuck in an important meeting. Feeling distressed, Daniel made the difficult decision to leave Alice at the hospital and promised himself that he would be there as soon as he could. As he walked down the empty hospital corridor, Daniel noticed a lone porter pushing a gurney. Their eyes met and, on a sudden impulse, Daniel decided to approach him. The stretcher-bearer had an enigmatic appearance and conveyed a sense of mystery. "Sorry to interrupt, but I'm having a hard time. My wife is about to give birth, but I can't be with her right now," Daniel said, his voice full of concern. The porter looked at him with a piercing gaze and replied, "Sometimes fate plays unexpected tricks with us. But are you willing to fight for what's important to you?" Daniel, curious about the question, replied, "Of course. I would give anything to be with my wife right now. What should I do?" The porter smiled enigmatically and said, "There is a taxi waiting outside. It will take you to where you need to be. But remember, the journey can be dangerous and full of challenges. Are you ready?" Without hesitation, Daniel agreed and followed the porter to the hospital exit. The taxi, an ancient vehicle with a faded paint job, was silently waiting. The driver, in a hat and shabby coat, turned to Daniel and said, "Where do you want to go?" "I need to be with my wife. She's at St. Mary's Hospital," Daniel replied, hope renewed. The taxi began to move through the dark streets, gliding through the night like a shadow. Daniel looked out the window and noticed that the streets looked different, as if they were out of time and space. He was intrigued and apprehensive, but the determination to be with his wife overcame everything. After a winding journey, the taxi finally arrived at St. Mary. Daniel, excited and full of anticipation, jumped out of the car and hurried to the entrance. To her surprise, the hospital was empty and silent. There was no sign of nurses, doctors or patients. With his heart racing, Daniel entered the room where Alice was supposed to be. To his surprise and relief, he found his wife resting peacefully with their newborn baby in her arms. She smiled when she saw him and said, "You're finally here." Confused, Daniel asked, "Where is everyone? Why is the hospital empty?" Alice, with a serene look, replied, "Don't worry, dear. The porter and the taxi are special guides that appear only to those who have an unshakable determination. They take us to a place out of reality, where our deepest desires can come true." Daniel looked into his wife's face, filled with love and gratitude, as she held their son in her arms. He realized that this mysterious journey was a metaphor for true love and unconditional dedication. Months had passed since the baby's birth, and Daniel and Alice were enjoying the joy of being parents. However, one night, Daniel noticed something strange. As he flipped through an album of recent photos, he noticed that there was a mysterious figure in the background in several of the images. It was a man in a dark suit, with a piercing, dark gaze. Intrigued, Daniel decided to investigate. He tirelessly searched the internet but found no information about the mystery man. Determined to unravel the enigma, Daniel began to question his friends and neighbors if they had ever seen anyone similar. However, no one seemed to know him. One night, when Daniel was about to give up his search, he received an anonymous email. The sender claimed to have information about the mystery man and offered to meet in a secluded location. Curious and cautious, Daniel decided to accept the invitation. The location was an old abandoned mansion on the outskirts of town. Daniel arrived at the agreed place and found a door ajar. He hesitated before entering, but his curiosity spurred him forward. Upon entering the mansion, Daniel was enveloped by a frightening and enigmatic atmosphere. The dark corridors and walls covered with cobwebs created a sense of suspense and mystery. He continued to explore the site, following the trail indicated by the anonymous email. Finally, Daniel arrived in a central room, lit by a single flickering candle. There, he encountered the mysterious man who so intrigued him. The man was sitting in an antique leather chair, an enigmatic smile on his face. "Finally, we meet," said the mystery man in a whispery tone. "Who are you? Why have you been appearing in my family photos?" The mystery man raised an eyebrow and replied calmly, "I am an observer of people's deepest desires, an observer of the crucial moments that shape their lives. His wife have a special connection, a true love that is rare to find. I was there to witness his determination to be there for her through the birth of their son." Intrigued and somewhat taken aback, Daniel asked, "But why are you interested in us? What's in it for you?" The mystery man let out a low chuckle and said, "You are a special person, Daniel. Your journey to the hospital that rainy night demonstrated your willpower and unwavering dedication. I seek souls like yours, capable of overcoming challenges and finding a way beyond the ordinary." Daniel was thoughtful for a moment. Though the mystery man's presence still unsettled him, a spark of curiosity and courage propelled him to continue the conversation. "What do you want from me? What is the purpose behind these meetings?" asked Daniel. The mystery man leaned forward, his eyes gleaming with intensity. "I have a proposition for you, Daniel. There is a world beyond this one, a hidden realm where deepest desires come true. A place where the laws of reality are shaped by the dreams and aspirations of the chosen ones. And I believe you are one of them." The mysterious man's words echoed in Daniel's mind, piquing his curiosity and yearning for something beyond the ordinary. He imagined the possibilities and challenges that could await him in this mysterious realm. "If I accept your proposal, what will happen?" asked Daniel with a mixture of trepidation and excitement. The mystery man rose from his chair, his grim smile now taking on a softer expression. "If you accept, Daniel, you will be ushered into a new world. Your abilities will be tested, your desires and fears confronted. The journey will not be easy, but the reward will be great. You will be able to shape your destiny and achieve what you most desire." Daniel felt a turmoil of emotions inside him. The possibility of adventure and the opportunity to achieve her deepest dreams were tempting. However, the image of his wife and son popped into his mind, reminding him of the love and commitment they shared. "I need to think about it," Daniel said firmly. "My family is my safe haven, and I cannot abandon them." The mystery man nodded sympathetically and held out a card to Daniel. "If you ever change your mind, if you want to embark on this journey, let me know. I'll be waiting." Daniel took the card, feeling a mixture of gratitude and intrigue. He knew there was more to life than appearances could reveal, but his commitment to his family kept him from venturing down unknown paths. With a heart full of love and gratitude, Daniel returned home and hugged Alice and her son. He realized that the real journey was at home, in every moment shared with those he loved. And so, Daniel and Alice continued their life together, facing the challenges that life presented to them. Though the mystery man's presence remained an intriguing memory, they knew their true fortune lay in their love and dedication for each other and their family. And so we come to the end of this incredible and engaging story on the Fascinating Narratives channel. I hope you were transported into a world of mystery and emotion, following Daniel's journey in search of his wife and discovering secrets beyond reality. If you liked this narrative full of twists and intriguing moments, be sure to like the video and leave your comments below. We want to know what you thought of this story. And if you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any amazing stories. Stay tuned and until the next video.